Mama making pizza. We've gotten the crust together, made the pizza crust with, so maybe I should put a link down on the pizza recipe down below for you guys to follow. But we've gotten up to the part where we're going to go ahead and toss it a bit. We toss it with our knuckles and make a nice big mess on a floured surface. And it's big. It's really thin right here, but it's awesome looking. So we're going to put it on a greased pan. Mama didn't teach her how to make a pizza. Oh, now I'm teaching you how to make pizza. It's less expensive making it now here at home than it is to buy, you know, in a village for pizza or more at the restaurant. Yes, this is really thin. So I'm going to fold this in because thin crust today. So I stretched it out too much and kind of made a ball and didn't, with a very thick crust. Don't worry, none of my pizzas turn out the same no matter how I make them. I just want to hold it and record it, or no? Like, I mean, like, through the camera? Okay, and today we are using spaghetti sauce as our pizza sauce. I have heard plenty of arguments that it's totally a different thing, and no doubt it is. I'm going to get a big spoon, dip it, stir it in there, spread it around. Having fun with it is always the best thing to do. Our littlest minion is sleeping today, otherwise she'd be helping. And get that all. We're gonna have fun with this. Oh my gosh. It was a lot of work, but you know, I feel like so we started at 12 o'clock. We do everything clockwise, trust me, because we live up in the northern hemisphere. If you're living in the southern hemisphere, do it counterclockwise, because we're adding flavor in this. We're not taking anything out of the pizza, we're adding to the pizza. So we go clockwise from the 12 to 1, to 3, to 6, to the 9, and back to 12. Turning that around. That's why we add magic. Okay, next is the pizza. We went ahead and we got the Gold Veggie, lactose free. Did you get that?
The Italian stuff?
You want to add that like before the cheese or in with the cheese?
In with the cheese.
So, mozzarella flavored. These are awesome, lactose free. Choose any kind of cheese that you prefer. This has a veggie or an oil-based type cheese. It heats up faster and spreads a little more like oil or plant-based, so it's going to give a different type of melt, like a different type. It melts like at a different temperature. We're going to add organic Italian seasoning. What I teach often is to, oh god, that's not going to ever do anything that I need to do. Alright, so I add it to my hand so that I can prevent too much spillage over here. I mean, if you add not enough, you can always add more. If you add too much, it's really hard to take out of pizza sauce. So putting it to your hand, you can sprinkle it as you wish over there to make sure that you don't add too much seasoning. And then you can discard the rest. We use compost. Like, gardening is important. And add cheese. Because cheese is the spice of life, and spice must flow. Any of you people that read books, type down. It's important to read. It takes you places. Alright, we didn't chop up the peppers. Did we? Or the tomatoes?
No.
So I'm going to show you how to cut up peppers and tomatoes. Okay, so we go with the green pepper. I've already used for salads, and I need a cutting board. Grab this out. Add this carefully because accidents can and will happen in the kitchen. And having a knife, and handling a knife, you want to be very careful. Use the paw grip when cutting vegetables so that you're more likely to cut a knuckle than a whole fingertip off. You can lay this side with the cut side face down so it can stabilize a rounded vegetable. Cutting down. And then this pizza is only going to feed 3 people today. And then we're going to use, the way that the blade is cut, it's got a slight angle. Along this angle, we're going to use that to wedge. So we use the physics of the knife to do more of the cutting. We have our angles of our elbows at like 90 degrees. It's best if you have to squat down or stand on your tippy toes, which I most often do. So that is kind of optimal. You'll want to keep your wrist straight so that the muscle is used from over here and not just the muscle of your hand to do your work. So that'll be a long-term, healthier way to cut. And then we're going to cut into small pieces because I don't want it to take forever to cook and then get like not the right tender or the right crisp cook. I don't want it to cook too what's the word when vegetables are mushy. We don't want it too mushy. Then we don't want it too crisp that the texture doesn't mesh well with the crisp or the crunch of the crust from the crunch of the other toppings. You want a similar texture throughout the whole dish. And you cook with love. Think about all the people that you love to feed. You cook with love. And you make it a happy time. You want to enjoy cooking because you're about to eat food and life doesn't have to be all but what you need. You can enjoy the things that you love in life. And the goal is to get consistent cuts. No, I'm one of those crazy moms. Ain't nothing consistent about me. And using ain't in a sentence ain't very ain't no good.
Ain't is now in the dictionary, so it is a proper word.
Properly like used, or is it
It
slang?
is in the dictionary. It is not listed as slang. It is in the dictionary.
Ooh, our evolved form of language. The English language. Is that like an American dictionary, or is it like the English?
Webster's English Dictionary.
It's official. Ooh, I love it when we have new words added, except muggle. Muggle is not a proper word. You'd be surprised how many people you think are muggles, and they are very quite magical people. Alright, so I think we can just go with the green pepper. Or did you want the other pepper? Green pepper sounds fun. Turkey pepperoni. Okay, so there is wheat in the flour, so you can get yourself a gluten-free if you have certain dietary needs. We have turkey sausage. And feel that crisp, like pull the aroma, man, the aroma. Oh my gosh, yes, fun. Here's the fun part. When you cook with somebody and you cook with the people that you love, the fun part is like making faces and different designs with the pepperonis. I, on the other hand, am just doing a typical, a round. You can just toss them in a sporadic, crazy, random. I don't know, with less care than I Let me just cover that, because most people are like meat lovers. And what else are we gonna? We'll probably find other things to do with the pepperoni, but you can use nice amount. I did not figure out the measurements. Okay, and then I want more cheese. Never a bad thing to add more cheese. This does have a different effect than regular cheese, so we're gonna have a bit more oil. Now, alright, we looked up, see if I can say it, was this German? Fleischmann's pizza crust yeast recipe. This is the crust recipe that we used. We should definitely do the thing where we put a link on the bottom of the page. If the one's not there, it's because I am old and don't understand how the internet works. You could comment instructions on how to do so that, like layman instructions, so I could figure out if there's not a link on how to make crust. You can give me instructions on how to attach links, because you know moms need help with these kinds of things in the internet, you know. Okay, garlic. We're going to, you know, like you pay extra for special crust. What in the world for? You created that home like for nothing. Nothing is not in the dictionary, though.
No.
Nothing for without spending anything. Okay, so I'm going to stir up. We've mixed olive oil and garlic in here and used this cute little paintbrush as a baster. So fun. Oh, I lather this sucker up. Oh, yes. We are going to have these oily, crispy crust to make the crust delicious, because, you know, what person wants to eat crust? I also use extra marinara sauce as a dip for the crust. Otherwise, I kind of do. Everybody, I am talking to everybody. Our off screen is our Nana. Voice. Everybody say hi. Hi. As she thinks I'm even crazier today, talking like a loony than I am normally crazy.
What are you talking about?
Pizza! We're talking about pizza.
Are you talking to somebody on the phone?
Sure.
Who?
Go ahead and go. The audience. I have an audience. I have fans. May just be one or two of you, but man, are you my favorite fans. Thanks. I love you guys as much as you love me. If you have my pictures all pasted up against your wall and your ceiling, that on the other hand, you need to go talk to somebody. I am not licensed to handle that. Okay, so we have been weird enough not to hit the start button on bake. So we went and we turned it up to like 4 something, 450. Just be like a hat, makes it crispy, 450. And we never hit the start button, so we're doing it now. That might take time. We could pause the video so you guys don't have to wait the 9 minutes and 52 seconds. You guys are as patient as I am. And pause that for me, Mr. Offscreen. Now we're good. Starting good. Now we're ready to throw these in. What did I do that was wrong? I didn't put on oven mitt. But, okay, so timer. How long? 15 minutes? 15 minutes.
But keep an eye on your cheese because it might be ready sooner.
Right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 15 minutes and start it.
Here.
Now, when it begins, we take out the pizza. Check out what we have. We have a beautifully golden brown crust and well crispy. Ooh, this looks good. It looks as delicious as it smells. I guarantee it. Safety is important. We make sure that we turn off the oven. Always make sure you turn off the oven. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it cool, and you can slice into how many people are eating and enjoy. But always make sure you give it time to cool.